Well, good evening. Hello. Welcome to Wednesday night warships. um, it's almost 8:30. Well, it was meant to be 8:30 when I was starting, but I just thought, sorry, I'm about. Let's get going. And yeah, how are you doing? I'm okay. I've got some drink. I've got some models to build. So anyway, um, let's get this nightmare situation on the go. Right. So I'm currently working on some dystopian wars ships. So the Alliance vessels. So these are actually like a destroyer scale ship. I've done a few bits there. This is an attack sub. You can probably hear in the background there is some murderous children because there's a park behind, and obviously it's been nice. Kids have been over there causing all sorts of mayhem, and they're still at it. God bless them. But yeah, so I've got a few other bits now. These bits here, these weapons, these plug into the little holes, as you can see there. I can magnetize them. It's just getting around to doing it. I'm more set on building and painting than anything else. In recent times, the Orbats are ever changing with dystopian wars, so they look at balance and just want to see how things go, how certain ships interact with others. Are they too OP? Are they in need of a boost? So they do change them semi-regularly. You know, you'll get notification that yeah, okay, here's the latest Orbat for your faction, and then you read through, see what's been boosted, nerfed, and everything in between that. So it's a case of getting the most out of the sprues, because you do get a lot of options with these sprues. So normally you've got the, as I said, the Peugeot class destroyer. You've also got a large ship as well. So on this particular sprue, this is a support squadron sprue. So you can build yourself like an artillery cruiser, a light carrier cruiser, well, cruiser scale thing, and a repair ship. So what I'm thinking, because we've built the two Peugeots off of this, we've got the sub. I was thinking of actually doing the repair ship. You can only have one in a squadron, because when you're doing your builds for your vessels, there's only so much you can actually do. I just realised that I haven't popped the music on, so I'm just going to quickly do that whilst you're here, whilst you're enjoying yourself, listening to me go on about shippies. What are we looking at here? Let's give this a go. Hopefully there's no adverts. Oh, of course there's an advert, yes. Of course there is. So I have to talk over the advert whilst it's going, so you can't understand what it is. So let's turn that down a little bit, because we don't need that being too loud on the audio. If anyone is in the chat, if you can just let us know how it sounds, as long as it's not obviously kids, but if the music's not being too loud. So that would be appreciated. Thank you very much. So as I say, you've got 3 options to build here. However, Um, it's a bit of a pain because they do change the squadron sizes. So ordinarily, this one would actually be a Scorpio, which is an artillery vessel, but they've downsized to only 2 in a squadron. So I'm like, meh. So this one's going to be, as I said, a repair ship because they give buffs to your ship, especially with weapons that may only have limited ammunition. You can use them to rearm and resupply. However, you then have the frontline squadrons, which look a bit like this. So you can make one capital ship. So you've got to choose. You've got a whole host of weapons there. Wow, they are really going for it. So you've got, as I said, lots of choices here to choose from. Obviously, this is a different type of cruiser. I think it's like a Corvette scale. It might be slightly, yeah, smaller. So it would be like a frigate or a Corvette type scale ship. So you have 2 of them on there. You have the one capital ship, which you can have several options of what you can build for. So I really want to do the Gladius, which is like an all-round warship that you'd want. You've got to have some firepower somewhere. Because most of my vessels that I have, my big ships, are all carriers. I don't have a battleship for this fleet. So carriers are good because they launch fighters. But you've got to have, I'd say, boots on the ground to support them. So that's the main hull. You'll have that added to that, which is your sort of broadside weapons. But you've got parts there to make a smaller ship, probably like a monitor scale ship. Because I have one box more of support vessels, I was thinking of using parts from that with parts of this, so I've got more, more aggressive ships to use in a battle. So it gives me a lot more options in that respect, because having all support, I don't think having like a lot more sort of carriers will probably help, because I've got a few carriers, and if I wanted to go for like, because you can have multiple fleets, so I could go, well, to be fair, the Italians, which are these, has only got one carrier, so I really need to have maximal support for that one carrier. So that's my plan. It's a cunning plan, one that I dreamt up minutes ago. All right, maybe a few days ago, but that's my thinking at present, is to get a big squadron. So I've already got 4 of these painted. I've got my 2 artillery cruisers. I need 3 of these dudes, the Gladius. That makes up a squadron. And then repair ship. And then I'll faff out the rest from there, basically. That's the thinking, he says. And now I'm doubting myself. Do I go with more carriers? No, 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 no. Yes, no. There's all this stuff you have to think about. Because you get 2 sprues in a box. You've got the 3 frontline sprues here. So that will give me some additional options. So if I do go with that, then I've got 2 support ships, or I can try and make 2 monitors or something. This is tricky stuff we're dealing with, people. It is so much to take in when you've got limited sort of. Well, I've got ships. That's not a problem. It's having the right ships. But then I've got the French as well. So the alliance is made up of French, Spanish, Portuguese, Italian. they make up that sort of Mediterranean alliance. There's also South American, like Brazil's Sousa. Um, so I've got that to think about, because then I can use other ships from the Union, because they have a connection with the North American Union faction. Like they bought ships off of them. I don't know quite exactly what it is, but I have access to that. I have some American ships, but I'm not sure if I can use those ones. So that's you know, this has probably been a little bit more trickier for me, because obviously with my Crown ships, I've just like obviously got lots of Crown stuff. It was easy to go, oh, I'll have that, I'll have that, I'll have that. But having got a lot of the Italians, it's a bit harder, because they're a sub-faction, so they only have a certain amount of ships. I don't know if there's any benefits of having certain ships subs to others, but this is my own sort of brain fog kicking in as to what I'm actually going to do with these. Yes, so I'm going to now. What am I going to do now? He says. I'm going to do that. I need to find Wisman. Right, I'm going to make a beep in a sec. So, beg your pardon. Cancel that. Stadium Wars. Big faction. Alliance. Right. Okay. Assembly guides. Okay, there's that. Yeah, thank you very much, Badger. How are you? Scorpio. Right. Jupiter support. Vulcan repair ship. Right. So that's what we're going with, the Vulcan. Tired and dirty. Yep, I got home, I had to do a few things. I had to go into the loft, put some boxes and stuff up there. And then I jumped in the shower, cooked myself something to eat. That's why I put it back to 8:30, because I didn't want to try and rush through things. And I'm glad that I didn't, because that would have been a pain in the buttocks. Right. So apart from that, you're alright then, Badger, yeah? I am well. That is good. And did you enjoy GriffCon? Trying to find some hobby mojo. Well, you come to the right place, mate. Did you buy anything from at GriffCon? Was there any like little things that caught your fancy? I know, like obviously Element was down there, and Warlord games, amongst other people and smaller little groups. If it's not kids, it's now motorbikes. So we're just going to chilled out, relaxed stream. Life is too stressful at the best of times. I'm not doing any of that mucking about. It's just pure hobby, nothing else. A little place to escape the world. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. Yay, it works. Right, let's get the wrong bit out there. Just laying down the keel, as you do. be extra careful with what I'm doing here so I don't completely screw it up. Voila. Billiard booyah. Watch out, is that more Italians? It is more Italians. So with my Italians, I have the Minerva box set. So you get 3 support sprues and 3 frontline sprues in there, plus the Minerva. I've also got a subsequent box of support as well. So because they've changed the amount of Scorpios you can have in a squadron, they've downsized it from 3 to 2, which is basically a support sprue. One box of support will do 2 Scorpios. But because of that, I had spare shippo left over, which is now going to be a Vulcan repair ship. And as you can see, it's come together rather well, he says. So that's the hull laid down. Hey, hello Engine Phil. So now we got to do the citadel and bridge. So my French fleets, because I've got the Corone battle fleet and the Vauban battle fleet. So I've got a few sort of skimmer units in there. So obviously the Vauban is a skimmer carrier or fly carrier, depends on what mood you're in. But my Italians are surface with a few Sagittars. For support. How's your Germans going, Bertie? You hobbying tonight, Phil? They're all done for now. Finally moving on to my Crown Flyers. Nice. Kinda. Are you up to no good, Phil? Is that what you're saying? Seeing as you guys are here, I did ask earlier on, but I don't think there was anyone watching who could answer anyway. Is the music at a good level? Is the voice at a good level? I'm always good. Make you think you are. Even being bad. Yes. You're a little deviant. So these two little bits sit in here. So as far as you can see, I shall just find out, because I am curious as to what other orbit. So Vulcan, 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 Vulcan. So I'm just going through the orbit at the moment. Yeah, so the Vulcan only has weapon wires, a prow ram, broadsides, and torpedo salvo. Sorry about that. Right. So yeah, as a ship, I'll leave them off because I'll paint them separately so I can get to the things properly. that's one Vulcan repair ship. You can only have them, as I said, as a squadron of one. The Minerva actually has repair facilities on board, but when you've only got one ship, you might as well just in case I don't deploy the Minerva. You know, if I'm doing a smaller game, I don't know what. I don't know what put me this way, but I thought I'll just do a Vulcan. It looked interesting. I like the idea of it. That is that. That's rubbish. So yeah. And don't forget to take off the SRS. I'll leave the turrets on here for now because I'll just rough paint them anyway. So that's, you know, something at least. So let's put that out of the way there. I've had to do a little bit of reorganising. Actually, gonna take these little bits off. Let's get back to the Orbat, not the Orbat, the assembly. Actually, no, we don't need that one because we need to get a different one now. Assembly guides. Gladius Strike Cruiser. Oh, oh. So we got Gladius is a small one. Then you've got the Sparfer, or Spaffer, which is a bigger. And then you've got the Fast Cruiser. I like that. Actually, I do like the Fast Cruiser. Auxilia. Or the Pillar Monitor. Right, so these I can make. Oh, I'll go with the Gladius for now because they'll be the cheaper sort of main sort of cruiser that the Italians build. So I'll be using these bits here, the smaller ones. But yeah, that looks like a plan to me. Right. Uh, 19, that is 19. Oh, 19 or 19. Ooh. So the difference with these two rear gun deck things. So that one just got the normal sort of look. This one here is deploying of mines. So we're going to go with that one because that looks more fun and different. I do like the Gladius Spa for naming convention. Yeah. Infantry sword and cavalry sword. Yeah, so the Sparfer is the bigger, more heavily armed, so that sort of plays into that as well. I think you can have multiple Gladius squadrons, or like 2 squadrons in certain fleet formation. Nice. Right. Let's nine. A bit. So it is that way. No, I've put the wrong bit there. I wondered why that weren't going to fucking fit. Sorry for my Italian. Fafangul. That's better. Now it fits. And then that goes on there. Nice, 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 nice. the I'm just wondering, it says, I'm just going to quickly skedaddle down. Ooh, sorry. So yeah, what I can do, which I'm actually quite excited for now. So with what's left on here, he says, yeah. So what's like this whole section's here and here. I can use the Citadel and the sorry about that, broadside sections from the support squadrons, and I can make auxiliary fast cruiser, or some auxiliary fast cruisers. So a small squadron of them, like 2, but still that's handy dandy, because it's making use of something, and I don't want more support ships. You know, I'm going to have like the one carrier, so to speak, he says. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm liking that. I'm sticking with that now. That's where I am. I'm locked in. So we're doing a squadron of Gladius, and then I'll use the remaining parts to do auxiliary fast cruisers. There'll probably be like 1 to 3 in a squadron. Pants. That's 1 Gladius. That's about. Whoop whoop. So, ouch. That's 1 down there. Oh, look at the little escort ships. They have to be escort ships, surely. He says. I don't know, I'm doubting myself now. They look it, I look it. Have to be that. put that to that side because you've got the other ships to do it for now. See, with the Sparta, that's going to be like a heavy cruiser. So I like heavy cruisers. Like the Lancelot for the Crown, I like. But normally you get more options with what I was saying that I might not be able to do that. Damn it. No, I'm not going to be able to do that. Damn, because I haven't got more of these because they're different to what's on the. What are they? Oh no, they are. Damn it. Poop. Poop and shooting. Crapola. Damn. My dreams have been shot down. Right. That bit. A little bit deflated by that revelation. I can't do the auxiliary as well. I was just like, oh great, we've got options, we can do stuff, we can build more frontline units from merging the certain parts from the support. But I was wrong. So wrong. Same again with the rear turret, with a little mine dispenser. Let's get the almost done the second one. Have a sip of the drink. Right. Stretcheroos. Right. Third of the gladius. It's really annoying. So gutted. Although, I'm just going to check. I'm just going to check something. Quick. Ooh. Right, that makes sense then. Yeah. So these are the cestus, and these are the pugios. But what they don't show you on this thing is that you've got these little things here. These must be for these little things, and these are like little escort tokens for your capital ships. So you'd put these onto here, so the little hydrofoil things. Oh my god, that is just so cool. That is just, there's no mention of them on the box. And this is one of the things I like when I do my unboxing videos, is that you sometimes get rewarded because they don't mention certain things on there. So like on occasions, like I noticed, like one of my earlier sort of unboxing videos was that it said you only had 2 of a thing, and there was actually like 4 of a thing, and it's like, wow, it's like even better value. This has no mention of escort tokens on it whatsoever. So each sprue has 2 of these little like catamaran hydrofoils here. So you have the base, you have that obviously goes on there. That is that's cheered me back up now, because they have been introducing ship escorts for the bigger ships. That's empty. So that has brought me back up, so that's good. It's like Christmas. Do, boo, 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 boo. Right, last citadel. One watching, yes. The highest was about 5. Uh, it's one of those evenings, I think. I know Badger, who was on earlier on, I know he's in the Maximal Fire Discord. So, I saw. Oh, did you? I only saw 5. Right. I missed that other one. And talking about Italians or Roman names and stuff like that, I recently watched For Those Who Are About to Die on Amazon, and that's actually a really good little series. About 10 episodes about gladiators and all that sort of stuff, and intrigue with the Senate and everything else for that matter. So it's all groovylicious. Yeah, it's the latest thing on Amazon. So it's got oh, what's his face? He played Ramsay Bolton in Game of Thrones. He was in Misfits as well. Played Simon in Misfits. Um, he's in it. So Anthony Hopkins is in it as one of the emperors. There's a couple other people you'll see. You go, oh, I remember them, but I can't for the life of me think of who they are. But yeah. I would definitely say worth a watch. It's entertaining, the individual stories and all that. There's a lot of sort of chariot racing in there as well, because it's set around like this character who's a bookie basically, and his past comes to haunt him. These Spaniards bring over their Andalusian horses, trying to make a name for themselves so they can earn money, and then return back to Spain and open up their own or create their own breeding farm sort of thing for horse breeding. But it's how they all get swallowed up, and there's some people from Namibia, 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 who basically what there's like a family. So it's a mother, her two daughters, and her son. And her son's a hunter, and he goes and hunts like for some dude a white lion, and it gets basically to because they want a white lion in Rome, obviously. So he's one of the hunters who captures it and sort of thing. One of his sisters is basically followed by a drunken legionnaire, and he tries it on, basically, and gets a little bit too heavy-handed and stuff. And the other sister basically kills him. So that's not good for her, anyway. You know, it's not good what he was doing, but still, he gets stabbed. In that sort of situation, the Romans are going to look after their own, and she basically gets taken. Sister she was defending also gets taken because she was trying to help her sister out. The brother then goes, "Hold on a sec, what are you doing? I work for you guys. I'm known," and all that sort of stuff. And they take him as well. And then the mum basically follows them to Rome and goes about trying to get them released through either buying them back as slave from the slave owners that bought them at Thingy, and obviously her son's now a gladiator. So yeah, but it's a nice, it's a good, it's actually quite well made as well, especially like with all the old sort of buildings look and all that, the atmosphere and the little stories that are going on, the intrigue. So yeah. On Amazon. Amazon Prime. I got something stuck in my teeth. I'm just trying to. And then when you get something stuck in between teeth, it's like annoying the crap out of you. Yeah, not fun. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Lots of stabbing going around at the moment. Yeah, I saw the videos of the people down at Southend last week. It's like really, coming out of London just to like, oh, we're gonna go out there, go Southend. do some steps then. Yeah, really worth it. Got better things to do, surely. Right, so I think I'll let's have some cruisers and really like the fact that you've got two different types here, so like the ones which just shoveling off mines off the back. I'm just going to check out its orbit. So come back out of that, go to orbit. So the Gladius. Gladius, Gladius. Gladius. 2 heavy gun batteries, broadsides, and torpedo salvo. Any model in the unit may take the Scutium mine launcher for 10 points a model. And this unit can take 2 additional models that cost 100 points per model. A single heavy gun battery. Model may replace its heavy gun battery with heavy rocket battery for 3 points, heavy magnetic bombard for 4 points, or a heat lance for 6 points. And they retain the fire arcs. Any model in the unit may replace a single heavy gun battery with a Solex generator for 3, or reduce their cost by -5 and replace a single heavy gun battery with an atomic fury, magnetic repulsion, field shield, or shroud generator. So, and it has ablative flank armor. Handy dandy. So ablative armor in this, basically, you can, when someone's attacking you from that position, so shooting into the side, because this is a mass 2 ship, you basically, the first 2 exploding hits that they roll are ignored and just treated as devastating hits. So instead of being able to roll again, you just get 2 damage, which obviously you don't want the rolls, because then they might open up and get more exploding hits. So the first 2 exploding hits don't explode, so you just take the 2 damage as you would normally. Because it's when you get lots of exploders, that's when things get really interesting. Right. What do I need? I need that box, that tray. Because we're going to spray. So I say, 2 Peugeots, 3 Glavius, 1 Vulcan, and a Sedatar, and a sip of drink. And a SRS token. I'm going to put sprays. So I apologise for the rattling. Can't help it, need to shake the stuff. Yeah, the line ships. As I say, I haven't started on the French stuff yet, so that's I'm kind of looking forward to. But as you know, I've never had an experience of skimmers in particular, so that is going to be a real interesting thing. Is learning how to use them. Yeah, the Italian ships are quite nice. I was a little bit wary of them. I don't know why, but they go together really. They're one of the easiest ships to actually build compared to like certain ships within the Scions of Jutland, the Scandies. But some of them have these little intricate bits you got to do, so it's a little bit like a pain. To say the least, but the Crown have some. They don't really have that much wrong with them, sort of thing, in the build process. But these did go together really well. So, and as you've seen, we've got them easy enough. Pop out the door for a moment, so apologies for not being on the screen, but I'll just be out here, don't worry, I'm not that far away. There's that. Now I'm just going to nip into the house and grab myself another drink, so I'll be about 20 seconds. Starting from now. It might have been a bit longer than 20 seconds, but I didn't have my shoes on, so that's why. Right, go with another bit then. I remember to paint little white flags on the French ships. apologies for that sharpness in the cheers. Alfred's Grey primer. It's the primer that you want. Sweet. Lovely. So now we've got these dry. Put the lid back on the spray paint because I don't want that exploding in me or anything. So that's to one side. Put them to one side as well because I don't need them just yet. I need a brush. Yes, we need brushes. To one side as well. That's what I'm doing now. I've got a vortex area. It's a bit noisy tonight. That's better. So we're using Fenrisian Grey, but that if the lid can stay open, that'd be much appreciated. But in the air variety, just and then I just took the wrong. I just put the end of the brush in, not the action end of the brush, which is a bit silly, if you say the least. So these are really quite straightforward to do. Most of these ships have been really straightforward to do, paint wise as well. So obviously, as long as you pick out the details that you want in the right colour, and then you just go around, pick out more, add a little bit, and then just continue, rinse and repeat on multiple ships of your fleet. So I will be obviously getting this colour in, and then pick out some other colours before washing it. So Vulcan. I like this really subtle blue of the finishing grey. It just, looks good. I'm still debating on what colours to go with my French. Just because I don't really want to have them the same as the Italians. It would be a bit weird. Well, that's how I see it anyway. Because I painted the Minerva with this colour, because I've looked around on like you know, ships of the Second World War, and you know, I just thought this Italians, they'll be a little bit more not so dour as a crowned sort of battleship grey look. So went with more of a sort of a lighter bluish grey, because obviously Mediterranean Sea may not look the same sort of colours as the Atlantic Sea, or Atlantic Ocean, I should say. Yeah. Nicky. Beep, 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 beep. Which I will. That's the free. Newts. Hey, hello, Richard. How are you, buddy? Well, you missed the building part. This is slapping on the paint part. How's your week going? Yeah, no, it was that was the only clear night. Was the Friday night when I got there. Um, it'd been raining earlier, but it obviously abated by the time I got up to the north of the island. Um, and it was quite nice. He actually came down and picked me up from the airport in Dublin, so it's like a 2 hour drive. Um, so that was quite nice of him, and so I got to spend some time in the car chatting hobby stuff and other bits and pieces. Um, so yeah, um, nice to see all the old crewers up there as well. That part um, of that friendship group there each year for his birthday. So there was much drinking, celebrating, shouting of Listen Al Gaib, because I discovered this drink they had. Because basically, like, you order in drinks or whatever from Tesco's to be delivered or whatever. I actually got Amazon to deliver a box of 20 Marathi there, but you know, you end up just drinking everything. So Magnas and Buds and Spirits galore sort of thing. And this is one, I don't even know what the name was, but it came in a really nice glass, pure glass bottle, and the contents was blue. And I just asked the question: is this like the water of life? And somebody produced a glass, and I drank it. And then there was "Listen Agaib, Listen Agaib" going around. So that was fun. So nice bases. Ras. Hold on a sec. Are you seriously asking that question? Water of life? Question mark. There's only one phrase. There's only one film that the water of life is quite prevalent and quite an important part of that movie, and that is the beloved Dune. I can't believe you just asked that question. For shame. For shame. No, not a question. But it looks like a question there. So you were a bit tipsy. Yes, I was a bit tipsy. There was mucho drinky. Um, just bad grammar. All right, I'll let you off. Shocking revelations. Um, pardon me. But yeah, no, it was a good weekend. It was a long day Monday when I was coming home because there was a thing with Irish buses Was there loads of films with whiskey in though? Yeah. But this was the water of life. So I've actually got a picture. Hold on. Hold your horses, honestly. Honestly. So that was the drink. So obviously the light's probably not helping. But yeah, it was. I think it was a raspberry and vodka or something. Hence the blue. Don't know why, but it was. Um, and when you see it in this rather like cool looking bottle, you're just like, hey. Yes. That's a visual effect. There was whiskey. We was drinking Blood Oath again, which brought up a interesting admission. Because there was a few. It was actually the first one I went to a few years back. It was about 2 a.m. In the morning, and I think it was a Saturday morning, and there was 6 of us together. Now, there was other people there, but in our little drinking chatty group, there were 6 of us. And we were sitting at the table, and I looked over, and I just saw this like little wooden box with Blood Oath written on it. And I thought, oh, what's that? And I slid the thing back, and I saw this whiskey in there, really nice bottle, Blood Oath. And I said, hey, we should all take shots, sort of thing, in toast and in celebration, and basically we should make an oath to each other of friendship and fraternity and liberty and all that sort of stuff, because we're just so awesome people. It's 2 a.m. We're drunk, so I said a lot of stuff, and everyone went, "Yeah, sounds like a great idea." So somebody produced 6 shot glasses, of which I filled them up with this Blood Oath whiskey, and we all said to each other for friendship and love, and we've all knocked them back, sort of thing. Fast forward several weeks, and I was thinking about, oh yeah, that Blood Oath, that Blood Oath we made with Blood Oath. And I thought, I wonder, if I can get a bottle of that or something, Don't know whose it was. It was just there, and I've looked up Blood Oath, and I looked around for the bottle that came with that sort of presentation thing, and then found it, and then shit myself because it was £150 bottle, and we just abused it with just doing shots out of it, large to the rim shot glasses of this stuff, and we thought, fuck, we didn't know, as I said, didn't know whose it was, but we nicked it, and that sort of happened again, not so much with the oath to each other, but on Saturday night, drinking, and we found out that it belonged with Dr. Mark, a friend who goes there, and he bought it for ADB, as a birthday present, and we fucking shot in it. but he had more, as I said, because you know he's a doctor and he likes fine whiskies. So he brought one last year and he brought another one this year. Oh, hello, Nigel. How are you, my darling? You're all good. I hope so. Miss you. Oh. So yeah, that was the weekend. It's always good, Monsieur Visage. Oh, bless you. And to be fair, if you want your £150 whiskey to be gently sipped, you probably shouldn't call it blood. That was £150 3 years ago. It's a lot more now. That's blood oath whiskey. Right. Right, so the only ones you can seem to get at the moment, because all the older ones are all out of stock. So the current batch, which comes in a rather nice box, as I said. Yeah, so the cheapest one I found, which is a packed 8, is 300 quid. So, yeah. we would and we just fucking big shot glass, fucking nicking it. I had a single of a Teeling single malt that was from about £800 a bottle. It's 350 to 1,000 now. I looked. If it had been $150, I'm going to buy you one. Oh, bless you. Good Lord. Yeah, as I said, Dr. Mark, he likes the finer things. So he treats himself, yeah, because he's on a good wage with what he does, being a hero doctor. I don't know what his specialist field is. I've never asked him. I just chat with him about random stuff and then do Viking funeral ceremonies for paper plates. But yeah, Aaron has a wonderful collection of friends that he's made, and I'm just lucky to be one of them. That he invites me over. So it's all good, all fun. I can't be asked to paint. So much work. notifications now of stuff. I did see a message about the flashback. I actually saw that picture the other day, on because I was looking through my stuff on Facebook, and I saw that picture. So it's still not as good as the other one of you after the 12-hour journey to Euro Disney. That's the best one. You look like fucking Gomer Pyle, that psychotic, wild-eyed look. Whiskey is a great investment for the future. You can actually buy kegs or barrels now, and in 25 years, they're worth 100 times what you paid for them. Good night, mate. Yeah, good night, Phil. Sweet dreams. And I hope you have a nice snoozums. Night, night. Yeah. Yeah, no worries, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. Always a pleasure, never a chore. And sweet dreams to you too. Painting blocks, new game, new model for existing game, or just push on with the pile of shame. And it's quite poetic of you. And that's what I'm sort of say, pile of shame, pile of awesome. pile of potential. And seeing from when I first sort of started doing all this dystopian wars, I said at the beginning I was doing Crown, and my second option, because you've got to have two fleets, right, was the Alliance. And it's about time that I got started on those guys. And that's what I've been doing this past week. Well, obviously last Wednesday. And now Vars. buy more drop fleet or a new game, I might never play like your ships down. Deciding how we're painting more conquest, it now feels like a slog. Painting a Senjutsu samurai, but really they are okay ink dropped. Painting blocks, yeah. So I've got ships for drop fleet commander, the USCM ones, but they're from like when they first came out. All right, Bertie. Thanks for dropping by, buddy. Yeah, I only really bought them. I'm not for playing the game, just for having the ships because I like the look of them. I do like a spaceship. I'm like Benny from the Lego movie. Spaceship, spaceship. I'm very similar about Titans as well. Post-Human Republic. Yeah, I did like the looks of them. Like as ground forces, I really like their stuff. But the USCM stuff, like air spaceships, I don't know. It's like back when I used to run my long-going Aliens campaign, which wasn't just aliens, it was basically aliens with a little bit of space above and beyond. So it was very sort of like mass conflict, and they're running around doing missions against this strange alien race called the Rigellans, who are like a bit like the Gorn in some respects, a cross between the Gorn and the Cleons. They were big lizards, but they had a like war honor type martial honor outlook on things. But obviously, first meetings don't go well, and a war erupted and all that sort of jazz. So yeah, there was like obviously spaceships flying around, and I was drawing like ships, basing it on similar look to like the Solarco and all that sort of stuff. And so yeah, when I saw the USCM, and it had that same sort of aesthetic to that, and I just thought I really liked them. So I never bought the game, just bought some like fleet box or whatever, and then decided which ones to build them. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm not going to be able to focus on that. So I think I shall call it there. Well, we've built several ships. We've got the base colours down on them, and yeah, that's that's Wednesday for you. But yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock, so I do feel a little bit not quite in it to win it. But I'd just like to say thank you very much to everyone who has checked in, hung out for a little while. It's been lovely having you here and have a little bit of a chatty chat. Much appreciated, as you are, as always. Yeah, so we're back to normal now. So it should be on. Saturday from normal time, 8 o'clock, not 8:30. As I said, a lot of running around, doing stuff, and showering and feeding. But yeah, so we're back then. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week, and hopefully I'll see you in the chat on Saturday. Night, brother. Oh, night to you too, brother. Mwah. And I shall. I think I'll just go crash. So until Saturday, have a great week wherever you are, whatever you are doing, and I wish you all the best and happy hobbying. Take care now. Teddy byes.